Welcome back to Morning Live. Now more than ever, it's important to support Canadian, and we are diving into some women-owned Canadian businesses today with the co-founders of Genuinely Stellar, Tonia and Aynsley Wintrip. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
So we have a beautiful array here, but I want to start first. What is Genuinely Stellar?
Well, we're actually a weekly newsletter that we email to our readers. It's free, it's easy to subscribe, and we write about different women-owned products, whether it be fashion or beauty or culture.
Okay.
And we introduce all our readers to these great brands.
Amazing. We have some of the great brands here today. Where do you want to start?
Well, I'll start with this wonderful makeup brand. It's called 1999.
Okay.
Started by two women who were in the business or in the beauty business industry and decided they wanted to challenge the norms. Okay. The name references 19 years old or 99 years old, and it allows for everybody to kind of decide what their version of beauty is. So lots of colors, lots of creamy textures. I have on the Nutra on my lips today, and I love it. Really creamy and
beautiful,
long-lasting. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's really a terrific brand. Love that. Yeah.
Supporting great values. How is it you pick, Aynsley? How do you pick the brands that are in the newsletter?
We really look for quality first. So we're seeking brands that are really well made. Also look at the founder story.
Okay.
So we interview the founders, we learn about how they got to be where they are today, and we think it's really interesting to share that with our readers because it informs them when they're making a purchase. You have an instant connection with the brand when you know a little bit about the person behind it.
Oh, absolutely. And something like this over here, like product like this, how did you go about finding it and why did you choose it?
So Sela is an interesting one. Turns out Sela is a neighbor of ours.
Really?
We didn't know when we found. Yeah, we didn't know when we found the product. But Celine Tadrisi is the founder of Hammam Spa in Toronto, and so she's created this line of skincare using Canadian botanicals, really potent ingredients that protect your skin from our harsh Canadian climate.
Yes.
There's blueberry, elderberry, lavender, rosemary, and they all work to soothe the skin and really protect you from the harsh conditions that we sometimes face here.
We definitely do. I know in the winter I am slathering on the products, trying to keep my skin barrier just working okay.
Right?
Yeah. You mentioned, of course, I mean, they're all Canadian brands. Why is it so important to shop Canadian right now?
Well, it's important to shop Canadian, but we also feel it's important to shop women-owned.
Yes.
Okay, so Tonia and I have both launched lifestyle businesses in the past, so we understand intimately how challenging it can be.
Yes.
First of all, funding is really hard to access as women. Only 4% of venture capital dollars go to women-owned businesses.
Wow. Yeah,
so it's astonishing, really.
A shockingly low number.
Yeah. And then women have family responsibilities that men don't typically have. You're taking care of children or elderly parents while running a business.
Yeah.
We're funding from personal finances a lot of the time. So really there's a lot at stake. And a terrafor on top of all of this.
Of course, add that in there, yep.
It's another mountain to climb.
Yeah.
So women are resilient, but there's lots of good reason to support women-owned.
Amazing. Okay, we have around a minute left. I want to get to a couple more products here.
Yeah,
beautiful jewelry up front.
So this was one of our first features in the newsletter. The company is called Biko, and the founder is Corinne Anastopoulos, creates gorgeous pieces in her studio in Toronto. I have the Colette ring on. I love it so much. Bold pieces or delicate ones for daytime wear. We have Canel, another fan favorite. When we featured that, everybody loved it. That is a brand out of Montreal. Kim Wiseman started that, and she creates gorgeous, flavorful spice blends and sea salts. Really gorgeous packaging, which makes for terrific hostess gifting.
It does.
Love it.
Amazing. Okay, and we have some clothing here as well. Is that part of Canel?
No. That's T-Line, one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's a shirting first brand.
Interesting.
Britt Barkwell started that a few years ago, and she takes, a classic staple item and makes it feminine and cool and hip. So this is the Coco with the banker's stripe. I'm wearing the Isabel in a men's shirting fabric. And quickly, I want to tell you about Erin Rothstein.
Really quickly, 10 seconds left.
She's a hyper-realist artist. She paints average, everyday items to perfection.
Perfect. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much. Up on the website, all the information. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.